All right, good morning. It's Saturday, March 19th. Sure good to see you today. Today we're going to read Judges chapters 4 through 6. I was going to say, to make this flow correctly, we should actually add on 2 chapters today, make it 5, so we can have the story of Gideon be one day. However, but then if we keep doing that and I'm having you read 5, I'm sure you can handle 5. So I sat here, debated it for a while and stuck with 3. This book breaks down in 7 days of 3 chapters, so we'll go ahead and stick to that. All right, Judges chapter 4. One of the great stories in Scripture. I kind of made it sound like this was going to be a horrible reading. There's some great stories in here. Chapter 4 has some of the greatest. Here we find Jael nails some dude's head to the ground with a nail through the temples. That's pretty cool. Deborah is the judge. Barak, not Obama, serves alongside of her. So Deborah judges. Jael's the hero of the story. And it's all good stuff here. But I used Jael as a sermon illustration last June about being nice versus being kind. And great illustration for it. Matter of fact, if I remember, by the time that I get done editing this video, I'll try to put the link to that in the description. Oh, by the way, if you could do me a favor, if you could subscribe to this channel, it would actually help our algorithms a little bit. But I still remember growing up, I remember being said, hey, if women ran the world, there would be no war. Great meme, huh? We that know our history, that's not the case. And look at the violence here in this chapter from Deborah and from Jael. All right, then chapter 5, we get to the song of Deborah and Barak Obama. There's no rhyme, no meter, no prose, no beat, no signature, no time signature. I'm hoping this rhymes in Hebrew. I guess I could try to look up words and try to figure it out, but you notice in the song there we learn that Jael actually cuts off Sisera's head after nailing his temples to the ground. So that's pretty cool. And then there's rest for 40 years under Deborah and Barak. Chapter 6, and so they fall back into sin. The Midianites take over. A preacher comes, preaches, and you find him in verse 8 there. And also you look down at 13. He was heard, which is good. An angel basically comes and hangs out with Gideon under an oak tree. Gideon knocks over an altar of Baal and is now affectionately known as Jerub-Baal. And now we find also that Gideon gets 3 signs. You've heard before, don't tempt God, don't test God. I think it's more about the heart of the asker. And also, I think it's insulting to ask God to prove himself. Now, if that's what we're doing, then yeah, don't do that. But ask him to prove his will to you so that you can do what he wants, I think is a completely different thing. Now, if God tells you to do something in Scripture, black and white, that's, oh God, should I do this? But look for God to prove if he reveals for you to do something specific in your life, and see no problem with that. All right, aren't you glad we only did 3 chapters today? Next couple chapters are about Gideon. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and so hey, have a great Saturday. Looking forward to seeing you later.